Stay fresh music.
Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So just over a week ago, I put together a video showing you guys the top 3 best ways to make money in GTA 5 online. And going off the feedback, it seems like a ton of you guys really seem to enjoy that video, as there was at least one method in that video that all of you guys can grind out straight away and stack millions. However, some of the methods in that video have now changed or they've been updated, so I thought I'd go ahead and put together somewhat of an updated version to that video, seeing as so many of you guys really seem to enjoy it. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP methods in the future, all I ask is you show support by dropping a like down below, and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first method I'm going to be showcasing in this video is how to complete this week's brand new time trial. It only takes 1 minute to complete and will earn you guys a very nice $50,000, so you really have no reason to complain. I guarantee all of you guys will come on straight away and smash this time trial at the park. Now, I would suggest you guys go ahead and use a motorbike for this time trial. There's tons of super fast motorbikes you guys can easily complete this one in, including the Sanctus, the Hakuchu, the Hakuchu Drag, the Shitoro. But in this video, I'm going to keep things mutual. I'm going to use the Batty 801, which only cost around $16,000. So I guarantee all of you guys can at least afford this motorbike. But like I said, if you guys own any of the new faster motorbikes, by all means, go ahead and call that one up. As you guys can see on screen, I'm at this week's time trial called Up and Atom. Once you guys arrive at the time trial, you want to go ahead and start it. By doing so, you'll be able to see the finish line. So once you guys start it, you want to mark up the finish line and then hold down Y or triangle on PlayStation simply to reset it. So now this time you start it, you've got a waypoint on where you need to go. Get your front wheel parked outside the time trial, pop as many wheelies as soon as you start off, and from here this race is practically self-explanatory. That's why I'm pretty sure 100% of you guys will be able to complete this week's one straight away. As you guys can see, you're practically just following a road. You only have to go off road right at the end, but just do as I'm doing, keep popping wheelies, and as soon as you guys drop your wheelie, I would suggest holding A or X on the PlayStation just to lean forward, or you can hold up on your left analog stick, as this also gives you guys a little speed boost. Okay, now for this first turn in, I would suggest doing what I do, cut over onto the other lane just to save yourself a few seconds. Continue to pop as many wheelies as you want, but as you guys can see, this week's time trial is practically just driving on a normal road. Not really any shortcuts you need to take until the end, but the reason why I'd say pop as many wheelies because you do have a little difficult turning right in the middle. It's not too difficult, but like I said, as long as you guys gain enough speed up to this point, you can practically use your brakes and still complete this one. So for this part of the race, I'd suggest going in the middle of the roads. Try and stay in between the lanes, as you don't want to be too close to the edge because you can clip off and fuck up the whole race, and obviously you don't want to be on the opposite side of the road. However, for this little part, I would stop popping wheelies and simply hold down A on the Xbox or X on the PlayStation just so you can lean forward on your bike, and then start popping a little bit of wheelies just to regain the speed that you might have lost. However, once you pass that bit, you should be approaching a bridge. Now from this bridge, you basically want to do what I explained earlier, get in between the two roads. There should be like a nice little section here with a lot of space. Pop his wheelie right over this bridge, gain back your speed. Now here is the dodgy turning where I talked about earlier. You guys can simply brake like I do here just to slow it down, then pop a wheelie just to regain your space. Then you want to jump straight off this cliff onto this road, do the same, go through the trees, and bang, 52k in less than 2 minutes. However, moving on to the second best money maker method, and that is by making the most out of the brand new adversary mode called Occupy. You guys can earn an insane amount of money from a single game alone if done correctly, so I'll quickly break down how you guys can earn the biggest amount of payouts in the shortest period of time, as well as how you guys can earn all the bonuses. Now I did already do a video fully breaking down what this game mode is all about, so if you would like a few tips and tricks on how to play it, then do click down below in the description. There will be a link to that video. Before I do get into the payments and how you guys can earn the most amount of money in the shortest period of time, when you guys are going to set this game mode up, you may notice when you press start online jobs, you can never host a job. Rockstar Games have now made it so automatically just search for a public game and I'll put you straight in there. So if you guys are looking to grind this out with a friend, what you can just simply go ahead and do is press start, go across the online jobs, adversary modes, and you can simply bookmark one of these Occupy adversary modes. Now if you guys are like me and you'll be looking to grind this out for a little while or throughout the entire week, then what I would would suggest is go ahead and create a new playlist with a few different maps in that one playlist, because by doing so you guys will be earning a playlist bonus, plus it's going to save you guys a ton of time having to search for games or go through the loading screen every time a game finishes. So once you guys have done all that and you're in the setup menu, all you guys want to do is make sure you put it on 4 rounds and 15 minutes. You also want to put the target score on the highest possible, so it's 400, and then from here go ahead and invite one of your friends into the game. So it is worth noting, you guys will not receive more money for inviting more players into the game. You're always much better off playing 1v1s or 2v2s, depending on how many friends you guys have and how many players you guys want to get money for. Now the second factor that will determine your payout is the time spent in the game. If you guys end up finishing the game under 3 minutes, you will only receive $10,000 and $5,000 for the losers. If you manage to finish the game between 5 and 7 minutes, the winners will receive $16,000 and the losers will receive $8K. If you guys go ahead and finish the game between 8 and 10 minutes, that will jump up to $20K. As soon as it passes the 10-minute mark, that will jump all the way up to $26K. However, like I said, with this new adversary mode, we do have the option of adding the 15-minute mark. So if you guys play the full 15 minutes, you guys will be earning an insane $40,000 per round. And that isn't even the max that you guys can earn from playing this adversary mode. You guys will also be able to earn something called a winners round bonus. Here's a graph that I put together basically without double money and double RP. As you guys can see, it says right here, for winning 2 rounds, we're going to be receiving $26K, whereas we're going to be earning $40K from 1 round. So after 2 rounds, it's more like $80K, whereas on this graph, I've got it down as $26K, just in case you guys come back and watch this video after the double money and double RP is finished, you won't get confused. So as you guys can see, by winning 2 rounds back to back, we're going to be earning a bonus $13,000. By winning 3 rounds back to back, we're going to be earning a bonus $20,000. And by winning all 4 rounds back to back, we're going to be earning a bonus $26K for doing nothing. So that's the reason why at the start of the video I told you guys to make sure you put it on 4 rounds, so you're all able to earn the winners round bonus. So if you guys want to be really smart about it and you came against a really low level or a noob, you could just let him go ahead and win the first 3 rounds, and then you go ahead and win the last 4 rounds. And as soon as the game finishes, as you guys can see on screen, boys, $292,000. And boys, can you also see the loser receives an insane $200K for losing? So really, whether you guys are winning or losing, you really have no reason to complain. I can definitely just see a ton of players taking it in turns, letting them win 1, then their friend win 1, then they win 1, because either way, all of you guys will be able to stack millions very, very easy. However, coming in for the third best money making method, and this is personally my favorite money making method currently, and that is how you guys can make up to $400K every hour in a free run public session. Okay, so first things first, you guys do want to be in a free run session. The greatest thing about this method is it can be done in both a public or an invite only. So if you are one of those guys that always gets tested by a bunch of lowlifes that have nothing better to do than try and ruin your day, then what you can just go ahead and do is start it up in an invite only session, so you have zero stress grinding this method out. Now, like I did mention, if you guys don't have that many friends that do play GTA 5 online, you can simply just leave a comment down below underneath this video, or go ahead and join one of my GTA 5 crews. I will leave a link to all of those down below in the description. However, what you can also do is just do what I'm doing on screen and spam out a bunch of random invites to a bunch of random players who have no idea what you're doing. Don't worry, this isn't the most wanted troll that I showed you guys last week, which a ton of you guys really seem to enjoy. Still is one of my favorite methods to grind, as you get some priceless reactions. However, as you guys can see, if you're in a big full lobby with like around 20 people, it's more than likely you're going to get at least one person joining your CEO. Now, the best part is the actual method itself can easily be done solo, which I will be showing you guys in this video, but all you guys need, like I said, is one person in your organization, just so you have the option to launch it, as we are actually going to be starting a challenge. Now, the method itself has been around for quite a while. However, the way that we're going to be doing it has been updated since the Doomsday Heist DLC, and it's just made it so goddamn easy. Taking a walk in the park requires more skill. So first things first, you guys do want to head over to any of the stores, and you do want to own or purchase any of the new scuba diving suits. This will make much more sense in just a second, and don't worry about spending the money on these scuba diving suits. You guys will see in just a second. We're going to be be making that back in no time. So once again, you guys will need to register as a CEO or a VIP so you can have one associate, so you guys can go ahead and launch a challenge. Now the challenge we're going to be launching is called Salvage. Now you guys do want to make sure that you're wearing the scuba diving suit before you start this salvage, and I'll explain later in the video why this is the case. However, as you guys can see, once you start the challenge Salvage, it will tell you to go to a certain area where you'll have to dive underwater to go ahead and collect a bunch of checkpoints. And I'm not going to lie boys, this is hands down the easiest challenge you will ever come across in this game. And what you guys will notice is the game will actually give you a full 10 minutes to complete this challenge. Now in all honesty, I've done this challenge around 10-15 times now, and it has never taken me over 5 minutes to complete the entire thing by myself. On average, it took me around 3.5 minutes to complete, so I'm going to work it off averages, and I reckon all of you guys watching this video, well, if you're watching this video then you're probably a beast at the game already, so it won't take you more than 5 minutes to complete this. Now why this method is so good, because for completing the challenge you're going to receive a very nice $20,000, which would be good as it is. However, if you go ahead and collect all the checkpoints as I mentioned, it's going to give you an additional $19,000. So all in all, for completing this one challenge, we're going to be bagging an insane $39,000, which as I mentioned on average takes about only 5 minutes to complete. So I think we can all agree hands down 39k for swimming for 5 minutes is extremely good. And now the best part about this entire thing is the cooldown period until you guys can launch this again is only 5 minutes. Yes, you guys heard correct, only 5 minutes. And the payout isn't going to decrease or increase, so you guys can literally rinse and repeat this as much as you like. Now in that little 5-minute cooldown period, me personally, I don't like to sit around for 5 minutes. Like I said right at the start of the video, I do like to use this with another method so I can consistently be making a ton of money every 10 minutes. So as you guys can see, as soon as the salvage challenge finishes, what I go ahead and do is start a VIP work called Headhunter. This Headhunter will offer you guys another 25k, and once again can be done in under 5 minutes easily. And of course there is no cooldown period between the challenges and the work, so every time you guys finish the salvage challenge or you finish the Headhunter, you can go ahead and start the other one up, and you're going to be consistently making a ton of money. Now if you guys aren't familiar with Headhunter, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of you guys are. It is hands down one of the easiest and best paying VIP works you can do, especially if you guys own an armored Kuruma, a jet, a buzzard, any of those vehicles. Just makes this Headhunter a walk in the park. And if for some reason you guys have never played Headhunter before, all you basically have to do, as you guys can see on screen, is take out 4 targets. That is it. And these targets will be in the same positions every single time. So once you've played it 2 or 3 times, you'll get used to the areas you have to go and what you have to do. And as I mentioned, it's practically a walk in the park. Usually there will be 2 targets driving around in an armored car, and the other 2 targets will be plotted up in a certain area. So I guarantee this shouldn't take you guys no longer than 5 minutes. And the target locations are split into 2 areas. You have the Blaine County target and you have the city area, and depending what area you guys launch the mission in will depend on what area the targets will spawn. So if you go ahead and launch this Headhunter in Blaine County, they will spawn all around Blaine County, and likewise if you do it in the city, like you guys can see, you will just get a bunch of targets around the city area. Now it actually makes me laugh, because if you guys look in the bottom right, it gives you a full 15 minutes to complete this Headhunter. And if you guys also paid attention to the time, as I mentioned, it only took me about 4 minutes to complete this run, and then bang, the Headhunter's done. I collect my payment and leave the area. And as I mentioned, from here all I have to do is pull up my interaction menu, go down to challenges and start the salvage challenge, which will then bag me another 39k on top of this. And as you guys can see, we was able to do Headhunter so goddamn quickly, I had to wait another 10 seconds for the cooldown period to finish on the salvage challenge, just showing you these tasks are incredibly easy and quick going. So as you guys can see, the 5-minute cooldown period has finally ended for the salvage challenge. I simply just go ahead, pull up my interaction menu and launch it again, and I can repeat this process as much and as often as I want, just hands down making it one of the best, quickest and easiest money maker methods all of you guys can do straight away. And of course, if you guys did want to take it one step further, you can go ahead and spawn in a bunch of like Sand Kings or Dubster 2s just to sell in between doing these methods. So if you guys don't know how to spawn in the modified NPC vehicles, I will leave a link to both of those videos down low in the description. Nonetheless, that is going to do it for me, guys. So hands down, by far one of the easiest and quickest money maker methods that all of you guys can grind out straight away, working after all the latest patches on PS4, Xbox One and PC. If you guys are still watching to this point, then it's more than likely the video has helped you guys out in some way, shape or form. So all I ask is to drop a like down below, and I'll definitely be sure to keep you guys updated with more epic money and RP guides in the future. Nonetheless, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.